Hi, welcome to a video by Rustin Old Lace at blogspot.com. I'm going to show you today how to make a 3D block card. I like to put these on top of candlesticks or on top of glasses or anything I can use as some sort of pedestal. A long time ago, these used to be made out of actual 2x4s, but they were very heavy to mail, and so what I did was I came up with a way to make them out of chipboard. You can see the bottom of this one is painted chipboard. You can leave it unpainted. These aren't on a pedestal. These are what they look like before I actually finish them up. The 3D block cards are great. People love getting them. Great way to celebrate events and special occasions for friends and those you love. This is a close-up of one of my finished 3D block cards. You can see I've made a lace hanger at the top, in case you want to put it on a wall. Some lace that actually hangs down from the bottom, some feathers, iron roses. You can see that dangle lace now. Tissue paper in the back. And you can put anything you have on these. That's a ancestor card from Tim Holtz. This is what you're going to need. You're going to need a piece of medium weight chipboard that is 5.5 inches wide and 12 inches tall. You are going to draw 2 lines down each side of the length of your chipboard. If you have a Tim Holtz ruler, they're 1.5 inches wide, and you're just going to make 2 lines the width of that ruler down both sides of the length of your chipboard. This is such a quick and easy project. On the bottom, you're going to make another line. It's going to be 1.25 inches from the bottom of the chipboard. Next, you're going to measure up 4 inches because you want the face of your block to be 4 inches tall. So measure up 4 inches and draw another horizontal line across your chipboard. By doing it this way, you can actually get 2 blocks out of a piece of 12 by 12 medium weight chipboard. You want the top of your box to be as wide as the sides of your block. So again, go with the width of that Tim Holtz ruler. You're going to go up another 4 inches. You're going to draw another horizontal line. And then you will have the top portion of the block 1.25 inches, just like the bottom. And those are going to be flaps. So there you go. It's so easy to do. I mark where I need to cut the flaps because if I don't mark it, I will end up cutting the wrong flaps. I don't know why, but I always do that. So I'm embracing. You're going to cut right up to the line, not over the line, because your folds are actually going to be on those lines. I highly suggest a medium weight chipboard for this. Lightweight chipboard's too lightweight. A heavy will crack when you try to fold it. If you don't have chipboard, you might try sticking together several layers of cardstock. That might work. I'm always trying to do what I want to do with what I have in the studio. You're going to score all those lines. I run the score tool over about 3 times. I'm not really using the scoreboard lines as much as I'm using the scoreboard to hold the chipboard still. Makes it so much easier. Alright, after you have scored your chipboard, you're going to go ahead and you're going to start working those folds. It's really easy to do. You want to make sure that you work all those folds on the flaps. The long ones are a little bit harder, but just sort of finesse them down and fold them up. And that's all there is to it. It's so easy. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to glue your box. If you want to get some exact measurements and some still photos, they'll be on my blog, rustanoldlace at blogspot.com. You're going to start in the middle with those two tiny flaps on each side, and you're going to glue two of the long sides down. It's hard to see because I'm off the camera, I'm sorry about that. Next, you're going to glue the other long sides down. You want to get a good solid adherence. So what I did was I spread out the glue with my fingertips. I probably should have used more glue. It just wasn't enough to stick well. I think some of it probably absorbed into the chipboard. But again, this is a very forgiving project. It doesn't really matter. My box actually wasn't quite true, but I was able to manipulate it and bend it and ease it so that it eventually all went together and stayed together. And as you watch the video, you can see me working on that, just pushing and bending. It is paper, it's malleable, and again, don't be afraid. These things don't have to be perfect. Have fun with it. It's only paper. See, there I am. I'm really trying to make sure that everything's sticking, and that center's given me some trouble. Lots of flaps there. Don't worry about it. It's all going to be on the inside. It won't matter. Actually put a third rubber band down on the side just to try to help stick that long flap down. Now we're going to glue the top flaps down. And there's no right or wrong way to do that. Just try to get a good adhesion. I had some trouble with my glue. I actually refilled my glue with white glue mixed with water. It's just a more cost-effective alternative for me, but I do like the little bottle. Always looking for ways to use what I have. I have so much stuff. I don't think I could use up everything I have in my craft room in a lifetime. Crazy, right? And again, smear that glue around. I tend to just wipe the extra glue off on the top of my other hand. I saw Anna do that at Anna's Paper Creations, and I thought that was so clever. It keeps everything from getting messy. It gets the glue off your finger, and it'll just dry on the top of your hand, and you don't usually touch much with that part of your hand, so you don't spread the glue around. So you just wipe it on your hand there. You can just peel it right off later when it's dry. I'm going to put some more rubber bands on and let it dry. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed sharing it with you. I hope that you've learned something. If you have any questions, feel free to comment and ask me a question. I'll get right back to you. If you like the video, thumbs up. I hope that you subscribe to my channel. I'm pretty new to the YouTube world, but I'm enjoying it and I'm learning as I go, and I urge all of you to do it. I was so afraid for so long, but it's really not hard, and it's nice to get out there and share with other crafters. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and again, if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Thanks so much. Bye.